As said earlier, the whole path has been explained in a very simple manner by Param Kripaludev from verse 108 to verse 130. 6 stanzas. In these 6 stanzas, Prabhu has revealed the path from start to finish, from first step to last step, from preparation to liberation. अच्छा राइमिंग હતું એટલે okay. As explained in the scriptures in the form of 14 gunsthanas. So 108 being the preparation, 109 being the first phase of samkit or right belief. I'm not saying first type, or else you'll be confused between Upsham Samkit, Shayopsham Samkit, Shaik Samkit. So I'm saying first phase of right belief. 108 preparation, 109 first phase of Samkit, 110 second, 111 third. So Samkit is over, then Charitra, and then Keval Gnan. You got it? I'm repeating it so it is set. How are we going to move ahead today? So it seems 113 Keval Gnan, 112 Yathakya Charitra or complete right conduct is too far-fetched. Meaning to even dream about it right now is not possible. So 113 meaning Keval Gnan, 112 meaning the complete right conduct is too far-fetched. 111, the third form of Samkit, is possible, but quite difficult right now. It seems quite difficult, meaning your Guru has done it, your Guru is in that state, so it is possible, but you'll need tremendous effort. So 113, 12 to far-fetched, 111 possible, but it seems humna eno vichar nat karo, humna to aji, right? 108, 9 and 10 are achievable targets. I didn't say goal, I said target, I said achievable targets. So if I go from this side, 108 very, very achievable, 109 also achievable, 110 also possible, 11 very, very difficult it seems, but possible but difficult. 110 થઈ જાય, so we can think of that also. 12 and 13 too far-fetched. So, why did I say all this? So, 108 I took a whole session. 109 whole session. 110 I'll take a whole session. Because they are achievable targets, so you should have complete clarity. So, if you see, what did we see in 108? Simple, if you have to put it in one example, a plate should be clean before serving food in that plate. The soul needs to be pure before self-realization becomes an actuality or reality, or say manifested. But you need to clean the plate before serving. You need to clean the soul before self-realization. So that's what we saw. I'm not going to repeat everything. So that's what we saw in 108. Then what? 109, Sadguru Yog, Sadguru Bodh. The word here is Sadguru Bodh, but that happens only after Yog. So Sadguru Yog, association of a Sadguru, then Sadguru Bodh, Sadguru imparts with love and lectures. He imparts the supreme truths and the sadhanas we need to do and the spiritual practice we need to, spiritual disciplines we need to follow, everything. And there is an unwavering faith in the Guru and his advice and teachings. And this is called Vyavhar Samkit. Because it is faith, Samkit, and because it is on someone, yet dependent on a Sadguru, so Vyavhar. If it was on oneself, to Nischay. But because it is dependent on some, say scripture, say Bhagwan, say Sadguru, so it is called Vyavhar. And because it is faith, right faith, it is called Samkit. So that's what we saw in 109. Now today in 110, we'll be seeing how the aspirant, or now I can say the disciple also, because now he has got Guru Sharan, so I can call him a Bhakta, Shishya. He sheds all his opinions and prejudices of the past after meeting the Sadguru and wholeheartedly follows him. Wholeheartedly. Follows him, and as a result, attains the experience of the pure consciousness called self-realization or Shuddha Samkit. That was Vyavhar Samkit. Today, Shuddha Samkit. Tomorrow, Paramarth Samkit. And then I'll explain all the three Samkits in brief. You'll clearly understand. So now what has happened? What is different from 109? 109, there was Sadguru Yog and Sadguru Bodh. And now in 110, Varte Sadguru Laksh. We'll be doing that. What I want to say is, what does Varte Sadguru Laksh, what changes does it make in you? So a little bit I'll speak on that, and then we'll start with the verse. So with Sadguru Laksha, with the addition of Sadguru Laksh, in whatever rituals you have been doing according to your faith, sect, subsect, whatever, what is the difference? Sadguru was not there, you were doing. Now Sadguru Laksh has added. What is the transformation there? You will still be doing that rituals. You won't stop. If it's true, why do you need to stop? But what is the difference? And the difference is, this should be noted, it's very important. Your dharma, your rituals, your religious practices, your disciplines, you don't need to write all three. Quizma kai trantran yad nahi re, kaj yad re. So all the religious practices or rituals were being done for dharma phal. And with Sadguru Laksh, it is yet being done for dharma prem. I'll explain. So when I was 4 years or 5 years, we were living at Walkeshwar. So there was a temple of Supashanath Bhagwan there. And opposite the temple there was a school. So the Jain community of that area had taken that school during the nights for Pathshala. રાતના સ્કૂલ ના હોય એટલે પાઠશાલા બનતી. And my loving mom enrolled me there. And I liked the rituals also, and I liked learning about the rituals also. So of course I joined the Pathshala, but was not happy. One, we just had to memorize the verses. That's fine. That's the practice everywhere. And secondly, everywhere dharma phala, the result, the fruits of what you are doing was explained, highlighted, and that was the goal. For example, and I recollect that at around 4 years I started. By 6 I stopped. I didn't enjoy the Pathshala. I said, I can't do religion for this. So I didn't like, I told my mom, she agreed, she kept a private tuition. So from 6 to around 8 years was that private teacher coming and teaching everything, all Panch Pratikaman and everything. And by the end of the second year, she started bowing down to me. So I said, no, then how do I learn? Because I won't be corrected. I want my mistakes to be corrected. And now she has so much reverence for me. She hati, benata. So then I stopped that. And that was the time Prabhu came to me. So Sadguru Laksh added and everything changed. So what used to happen, we go to the Pathshala and they tell us, Naukarsi daroj karwani. You should not have food for 48 minutes after sunrise. પછી મુઠ્ઠી વાળવાની, 3 નૌકાર ગણવાના, મુઠ્ઠી ખોલવાની, મુઠ્ઠી સંયમ પચકાય છે, નમુકાર મુઠ્ઠી સંયમ પચકાય, મુઠ્ઠી ખોલવાની. So now you are freeing yourself from that restraint and you have food. So I like doing it. I wanted to do it. और थाली धोઈને પીવાની. But the reason behind was, દેવલોક બંધાય, પેલામાં કંઈક નરકના 10,000 વર્ષ ઓછા થાય. Somewhere the the fruits would be either Devlok or Narki. Narki in the sense abolishing that punishment of the Narak, or something of Devlok. So all my friends of that, that age and also, અરે અમે લિટરલી ગણતા કેટલા આયંબિલ કર્યા. અમને એમ કહેવામાં આવ્યું હતું કે એકવાર થાળી ધોઈને પીએ તો એક આંબેલનું પુણ્ય લાગે. પુણ્ય એક આયંબિલ. સો આયંબિલ ઇઝ સો ટફ, રાઈટ? આટલાથી જો થતું હોય તો હું 3 ટાઈમ કરું. એક ચોથો ટાઈમ ખાવા બેસું કે ધોવાય. And I used to write in my diary 4 iambils on Monday. But that was what was taught. But મને કંઈ ગમે નહીં કે where is the love for God? Where is the goal of moksha? Nothing was taught. In fact, I didn't hear about moksha at all. So I said I stopped. But that is the way dharma starts for everyone. You need to give a motivation. Kirtan, એના મા બાપ હાથ ઊંચો કરો. કીર્તન, તને એક ટોય અપાવીશ, તું આજે રાતના નહીં ખાતો. કીર્તન, તું દરરોજ પૂજા કરવા જશે તો એક કેડબરી. You have to motivate, right? Of this world or some other world. Motivation of Devlok or motivation of a chocolate. So dharma starts with dharma phal. What will I get if I do this? It does start this way. But then both Sadguru Laksh enters and it turns into dharma prem. I am doing it because I can see my impurities getting destroyed and the pure feelings emerging. And I am in love with it. I have reverence, love and respect for what I am doing. So there is no question of breaking the discipline or anything, because I want to do it. I have decided to do it. I have not inherited this from anyone, meaning the parents. It is my discovery that I want to do it. My decision that I want to do it. So it turned from dharma phal. Now I don't care whether I'll get devlok in this or not. I am feeling so good right now. So this is a change. It might not happen with you if you don't have a Sadguru. Whole life. I'm not saying as a kid. Whole life you'll be talking this language only. But with Sadguru Laksh, maybe 8 years old kid starts speaking of Dharma Prem and not Dharma Phal. And I don't want to translate this into English because you should understand Dharma Phal and Dharma Prem. Of course, even that Dharma Prem is also going to give Phal. But your focus is not Phal. Your focus is doing it sincerely. Because you want to get liberated. Not devlok, liberated. And there's a third phase which is mentioned in Apurva Avsar. Bhava mokshe pan shuddha varte samabhavajo. Now that matra moksha, Abhilasha is also gone. I am just in the present moment. You're understanding the three stages. First, for motivation. Phal is talked about to motivate. Then dharma prem, that bhauman, that reverence, inclination because of you want to get liberated. And then bondage or liberation, everything is paryaya and I am the pure soul. So where does a pure soul need to get liberated? I am untouched, unbound, no bondage, so there is no question of liberation. So even that bhav and even that moksha, both drops. Bondage and liberation. You are a pure, peaceful, blissful, powerful soul. You are understanding? This transformation is only possible by Varte Sadguru Laksh. These two words are very, very important in this verse. And of course, the fruit, you will get fruits whether you want or not. It's only, we discussed only about the focusing. What is prime importance? But fruit to malsej, and what is the fruit? Shuddha Samkit. The second phase of Samkit you are going to earn here as a reward. So, as I said earlier, कि जो प्रेम छे धर्म फल नहीं धर्म प्रेम छे तो जेटलू करशो ओछू लागशे અને પ્રેમ નથી તો જેટલું કરશો વધારે लागशे. You understand? જેટલું કરશો ઓછું लागशे. See, when you have Bauman, that reverence, meaning mixture of love and respect, liking also and respect also. So Bauman, in your anushtans, in your spiritual, religious practices. Spirituality to add with Sadguru. So I am saying religious practice, also rituals. If there is Bauman in your ritual, feelings utpanta se, feelings, samvedantai, some experience. I am not saying no mind experience and all, but some experience. And there are no feelings in your ritual. Everything is a burden, boja. Can you relate with yourself? When you are undergoing a ritual with no Bauman, love or respect, it has to become mechanical. Because it is a vyavhar now, boja, burden. And when there are feelings in it, antarbhed, those feelings, say feelings of love, say feelings of humility, say feelings, any pure feeling. So spandan no anubhav che, spandan. I don't want to translate. The beauty is in the word samvedan, spandan. Samvedan. It means something experiential. So what is most essential in your rituals? That Bauman, that reverence. Very, very important. And what does Bauman mean? How will you know whether you are doing with Bhagwan or not. When you are doing it, you are enjoying it. When you are not doing it, Akhu Jagat Phikku lage, tasteless. Same with Guru, say. When you are in the presence of a Guru, everything is so meaningful and beautiful. And Gair Hajri or absent, when you are not in the association of Guru, everything Phikku lage, tasteless. That means you are in love. That means you have Bhagwan for either Guru or that ritual. Three things Shastra માં ત્રણ ચીજ કીધી છે. કરવાથી આનંદ, ન કરતા હોય ત્યારે બધું ફિક્કું લાગે, કાંઈ ગમે નહીં. Nothing. And third, નિંદા સહન ન થાય. I recollect 1984. આપણે પેલી વિડીયો જોઈ ને હમ્પીની હમણાં. So I exactly know that place. So someone must have criticized Param Krupaude. I didn't even know him. He doesn't know me also. But he had criticized. A criticize karto. Nothing, my ego is not activated only here because it was not, he had not criticized me. He had criticized Srimad Rajchandra. કોઈ હતું ને એના પ્રવચનમાં he must have criticized. એ ન્યૂઝ મને ખાલી મળ્યા and I had gone for a walk અને ત્યાં મને ન્યૂઝ મળ્યા અને એ સીન હતો અહીંયા આ મૂવીમાં. And I cried for hours and hours. Someone asked me કે તમે તો નિંદા કરી નથી, તમારી નિંદા થઈ નથી. And still, and I said, I don't know. I don't even want to answer him back. I don't even want to clarify his doubt. It was not even possible. Still, when you are in love, to any ninda sahan na થાય તમારે. તમે માલા જપતા હોવ ને કોઈ નિંદા કરે, તમે નિંદા સહન ન થાય. I'm not saying one should react to it, but સહન ન થાય. See, years back we had enacted the drama of Nal Damayanti. So, Nal Damayanti and both the characters are here only. Nal is also here and Damayanti is also here, right? So, Emma X, you know the story. No, I can't relate the whole story. But somewhere they both loved each other. They got married also. And પછી કોઈક એવો અંતરાય કર્મનો ઉદય થયો, they got separated. I don't want to tell you the whole story, but for some reason they got separated. So he was pining for her and she was also pining for him, but separation. And now she comes to her father's house because Nal is not to be found anywhere. ઘણો બધો time I think some years passed by. But because she was in love, she had that Bhagwan for him. She could not forget. એક દિવસ એના ઘરમાં એક સિપાઈ આવીને સમાચાર આપે છે એના ફાધરને, દમયંતીના ફાધરને, કે આપના ખેતરમાં નલ આવ્યા છે. આપના ખેતરમાં ફિલ્ડમાં નળ આવ્યા છે. પણ નલ was some type of grass also. It means that some type of grass. So that fellow wanted to say कि आपना field में a new variety of grass आव्या छे in the whole area. She was bathing, Damayanti. She just heard नल आव्या छे. એમ કે છે અગર વગર આમ તેમ કપડા ગમે તેમ નાખીને she just ક્યાં આવ્યા છે, ક્યારે આવ્યા છે. Now this is Preeti, love. This is Bhagwan. આમ એનું નામ સાંભળ્યું and that sparkle in your eyes. Your mind could not even think it could be this variety of grass. So little bit and you get ekdam excited. This is called Bhagwan. Nothing happening. I'm not saying everyone should start crying. I'm not saying that. Or everyone should start dancing. I'm not saying that. But some chemicals should change. Some chemistry dekhavi jo hai. This is your word. So, નળ પ્રત્યે દમયંતીનો જેવો પ્રેમ એવો સાધકને સાધના માટેનો પ્રેમ હોવો જોઈએ. So, I think 2 days back I said, no games can be played without rules. Carom rules છે, chess rules છે, cards rules છે. Every game has rules. So no game can be played without rules. So rules is such an important part of a game. And no game is played for the rules. કોણ રૂલ્સ બરાબર એ કરવા માટે રમે છે? Why do you play? Say whatever, tennis you play, table tennis you play, અહીંયા શું છે બીજું? Football you play. So who plays for rules? So rules are not integral part of the game. But nobody plays for rules. Everyone plays to enjoy. Very simple word. Enjoy. આનંદ માટે રમો છો. આનંદ માટે પેલા રૂલ્સ તો જોઈશે જ ને. તો આનંદ શું? એનીબડી કેન પ્લે અ કાર્ડ એની ટાઈમ. અને વચમાંથી લઈ લેવું હોય તો બી લઈ લે. કેટલા લોકો કરે ને કે અરે ભૂલમાં પડી ગયું, ભૂલમાં પડી ગયું. પડી ગયું તો પડી ગયું, 1.25 લાખનું પડ્યું પતું, 1.25 લાખનું. બટ ધેર ઇઝ અ રૂલ. કોઈ વચમાંથી ઉતરે તો બીજા 3 ઉકળી જાય. Because there is a rule. So no game is played without rules, but no game is played for rules. So lot of instructions and lot of rules in your rituals, actually you forget you have to do this to enjoy. કોઈ બી 10 મિનિટની ગેમ હોય અને 12 મિનિટની ઇન્સ્ટ્રક્શન હોય. So you are already tired before playing the game only. Now there is no to enjoy. Because so many rules that you are only scared કે કોઈ રૂલ તૂટી નહીં જાય. અરે એના કરતાં પહેલાથી વોટ્સએપમાં આપી દેવું જોઈએ તો બધું મોડે કરીને આવતે ને રૂલ્સ. ગેમ 10 મિનિટની હોય તો 50 સેકન્ડના રૂલ્સ હોવા જોઈએ. If you think it won't be clear, then stop. Don't play this game. But અહીંયા ઉભા રહો, અહીંયા નહીં ઉભા રહેવાનું. અહીં આમ બેસવાનું, આમને બેસવાનું, આમને બેસવાનું. આ ચેર પર આમને બેસો, આમ બેસવાનું. ના ના એકલા બધા સરખી તો બેસો, શાંતિથી બેસો. But some people just want, sometimes that dharma is a list of unbending rules and regulations which make you so narrow, so confined, and sometimes even inhuman. Sometimes it makes you inhuman. You understand? You can't be so narrow. કેટલી ઇન્સ્ટ્રક્શન્સ કે જે મેડિટેશનમાં ઓછામાં ઓછી ઇન્સ્ટ્રક્શન હોય હું એ જ કરી શકું. આઈ કેન નેવર ડુ ગાઈડેડ મેડિટેશન. આઈ સેડ ઇટ્સ બેટર આઈ લિસન ટુ અ લેક્ચર. સ્ટાર્ટિંગમાં 10-15 શબ્દ આપી દો એન્ડ ધેન લેટ મી ડુ માય વર્ક. Non-stop. Dr. Mansi does very well, થોડી ઇન્સ્ટ્રક્શન આપે પછી સીધું વાયલિન વગાડવા બેસી જાય. So that's fine. Let me, I'm prepared for an adventure. Let me do some discovery. True or not? બધું તમે જ નક્કી કરો તો એકચ્યુઅલી મને થતું નહીં હોય ને તો બી મને લાગશે મને થાય છે. Okay, you must be feeling calm. So I don't. I'm not feeling, I'm in anxiety કે હવે next instruction શું આવશે. બસ પહેલા કે કામ એટલે આપણે કે કામ. ખાલી શોલ્ડર્સ આમ હતા આમ કહી રહ્યા and you feel calm. No. Rituals means rules. Say rituals I want because no practice can be done without rules. So rules to hova જોઈએ. See, rules are a part of the darya. Darya meaning ocean. So rules are a part of darya. Don't consider the whole of darya. You will become jada and sometimes inhuman to others. It's a part of the whole ocean, so much part. So it must be there, it should be there. સ્વચ્છંદી બનવાનું નથી કહેતો હું. But if it's a part of the whole ocean, if you consider that part as the whole, then you're going to be, this is the way dharma should be done. You people do all rubbish. Correct? In fact, a beautiful thing had come some days back in my Swadhyaya. Very beautiful. Kya sudhi vyavhar karvo. So vyavhar is all this, practicing, practices, means, rituals, do's, don'ts, everything. Kya sudhi vyavhar karvo. So like a smart person, you will say 12 gunstanak sudhi. But that's a hopeless answer. That's a bookish answer. Now listen to what I have to tell you. એટલું સરસ જ્ઞાનીઓ તો અપૂર્વ વાણીના ધારક હોય છે, રાઈટ? સો બ્યુટીફુલ. તમારા જીભ ઉપર, સાંભળજો પછી લખજો, બહુ ફાઇન છે. તમારા જીભ ઉપર સાકર કે શુગર ઓર સોલ્ટ કંઈ બી મૂકો અને તમને ખબર ન પડે એવી દશા આવે ત્યાં સુધી વ્યવહાર કરો. ત્યાં સુધી ચોઇસીસ રાખવી regarding કે I need to do this because I'm quite agitated right now. I need to meditate. I need to do puja. I'm feeling very dry. I need to go for puja. I'm feeling very dull. I need to do swadhyaya. Whatever. But you have to make choices. Don't say choiceless awareness. You don't say. You are at a level where you have to make right choices. So don't take those teachings in consideration right now. Once your level rises, then for you it is choiceless, effortless awareness. Now, right choice, right effort. Awareness no hoy to chalse ekવાર. Amna chalse, amna. But effort to મૂક, effort વિના ભાઈ સાહેબને awareness જોઈએ છે. First put right effort. થોડું ધંધામાં નાખવું પડે પછી બધો ફાયદો થાય. સીધું જ અવેરનેસ નથી તો હવે છોડી દો. અરે એવો તો કયો ધંધો છોડી દેવાય? 6 મહિના આ લોકો 2-2, 4-4 વર્ષ સુધી કમાતા નથી તો બી પકડીને રાખે છે ધંધા કે થશે, અમને ઇન્વેસ્ટ કર્યું છે તો થશે. યુ આર અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડિંગ ઇટ? જીભ ઉપર શુગર ઓર સોલ્ટ રાખો અને છતાં બી ખબર ન પડે કે આ મીઠું છે અને આ ખારું છે એવી દશા આવે ત્યાં સુધી વ્યવહાર કરવો. You should follow the discipline, the rituals, etc. Such a wonderful definition. Such a wonderful. So if likes and dislikes are, સમજો આજે ખીચડી હતી પણ ઘી ક્યાં મોકલાયું હતું? રાઈટ, એમાં કંઈ વાંધો નથી. ખીચડીને કઢી કહેવાય, ખીચડીને ઘી ન કહેવાય. પણ અમે ઓલવેઝ ખીચડીમાં ઘી નાખતા હોઈએ છીએ તો ગળામાંથી ઉતરે છે. આમ ચમચી નાખવાનું, ઠોકવાનું, પછી આમ ઉતરે ખીચડી. હાઉ કેન યુ ઈટ? સો અમે ઘી નાખીએ, એ દિવસે 2 ચમચી ઘી નાખીએ. આમ ફેણી 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 વ્હાઇટ કલરની કરી નાખવાની. અને પછી ધીસ વોઝ વોટ વોઝ ટોટ ટુ મી ઇન માય યંગ when I was 17, when I was in Hampi, કે 40 times ફેણવાની અને ઘસવાની. યેલો કલરની વ્હાઇટ કલર થઈ જાય પછી 1-1 ચમચી ખાવાનું, પટ અંદર. You don't need teeth for that anymore. Just lips. પણ આજે ઘી નહોતું પણ મેં કંઈ કીધું. પણ બધું ફાલતુ ચીજ હોય ને, કોથમીર મૂકો ને લીંબુ મૂકો તો ઘી જ ભૂલી ગયા. ને કોથમીર લીંબુ કંઈ વાપરવાનું નહીં. ખીચડીમાં શું કોથમીર નાખવાનું ને લીંબુ નાખવાનું? મેં તો ઘી 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 તો બધું તપાસી, ઘી જ નહીં. 1 સેકન્ડમાં આવી શકતે ઉપર. 1 સેકન્ડમાં છોટુંને કહેતે તો લાવતે. એમાં કંઈ બહુ મોટી વાત નથી. એટલા તો લાઇક્સ ડિસલાઇક્સની ઉપર ઉઠીએ આપણે. પણ મેં કંઈ કીધું? Now you all learn to take it as a joke. આમ અહીંયાથી આમ પડતા હોય ને બેઝમેન્ટમાં ચાલી ગયા હોય એવું ન થવું જોઈએ. Be a sadhak. Don't be so egoistic કે આટલું કીધું એમાં તો એમ લાગ્યું કે I'm giving up. Say, I don't know how to make khichdi. No, nothing like that. That is a sign of a tremendous egoistic person. વ્યવહાર ક્યાં સુધી કરવો? જીભ પર sugar, salt મૂકો and you don't differentiate between the taste છે ખબર પડે પણ you don't differentiate, એવી અવધૂત દશા આવે ત્યાં સુધી કર. હવે if that comes at 12th ગુણસ્થાનક, then do it till 12th. If it comes on 7th, do it till 7th. That you decide. So beautiful. આમ દિલ ખુશ થઈ જાય. આવા થોડા અમૃતના ટીપા મળે ને હું આમ નાચવા લાગુ, આ થઈ ગયું, મારું કામ થઈ ગયું. Not that I had not known this, but થર્ડ થઈ જાય કે ભાઈ સાહેબ બહુ મોટી મોટી વાતો નહીં કર, દશાની ને બધી આવી દશા ન હોય ત્યાં સુધી ગુપચુપ કર તારી આજ્ઞા ભક્તિ, ગુપચુપ કર તારું મેડિટેશન. આમ એકદમ ચોઇસલેસ એફર્ટલેસ નહીં. એ તો 111 માં આવશે, આ 110 ચાલે છે. તેમાં રાઇટ ચોઇસ એન્ડ રાઇટ એફર્ટ. 111 નો ચોઇસ નો એફર્ટ. આ એક્સ્ટ્રાઓર્ડિનરી વર્सेस છે. The whole path is unfold. કેટલા યુટર્ન્સ આવશે. You are making a choice કે ભક્તિ કહું ત્યારે શુદ્ધાત્માના ભાનમાં રહે, પ્રતિક્રમણ કરવાનું, દેવવંદન કરવાનું, આ કરવાનું, તે આ 1000 ચીજ કરી આવ્યો હમણાં 1 કલાકમાં. દેવવંદન કરી આવ્યો, આરતી કરી આવ્યો, સત્સંગમાં બેઠો, શું ભલીવાર છે. રાગ દ્વેષ તો ઓછા થતા નથી. આમ બી બોલશે, આમ બી બોલશે. આમ જરાક આપણે જડ ડિસિપ્લિનેરિયન બનીએ તો આમ ઠોકશે, અને પાછી ડિસિપ્લિન તોડીએ તો આમ ઠોકશે. ઠોકવા માટે તો ગયા છે એમના શરણમાં, ઠોકાવવા માટે. સિમ્પલ એઝ ધેટ. સો શુભ વ્યવહાર કરજો, પણ સદગુરુ લક્ષ્યપૂર્વક કરજો. જેટલા સત્સંગ કરો એટલે ભાવ થાય, અને પછી બધા ભાવને સંકલ્પોની દોરીમાં વિંધી લેવા. વીવ ઇટ. સંકલ્પ meaning resolution, resolve. સત્સંગ કરો હમણાં એકદમ ફ્રી માઇન્ડથી સત્સંગ કરો. I just want to listen and understand. I just don't want to do anything. Just listen. એટલે ભાવ ઉત્પન્ન થશે. વાવ. અને પછી એ બધી જે વાવ ઉત્પન્ન થયા છે ને એને વાવમાં બાંધી લો. વાવ. So now let me take a wow. W-O-W, V-O-W, W-O-W, V-O-W. पर V-O-W पहला W-O-W ले आओ. Correct? So, 108 we understood preparation for virtues. 109 Sadguru Yog, Sadguru Bodh, unwavering faith in him, so attaining the first phase of Samkit, which is called Vyavhar Samkit. We understood that. So, as stated in the previous verse, the worthy soul has attained faith in the fundamental truths and the one preaching the fundamental truths. So Guru and his teachings both, which is called Vyavhar Samkit. Very, very clear. See, actual moksha upai ends at 113 because liberation pachi su kehવાનું. You already moved from 6th pad to 5th pad, from path of liberation to liberation. So it will get over. So please try to understand the path very, very clearly. Explaining how he attains pure faith. So that was also pure faith. On Guru, faith in the Guru is pure faith only. But pure faith, why? Emerging from the experience, first-hand experience of the self, which is called Nishchay Samkit and which is called Shuddha Samkit in this verse. So that was Vyavhar Samkit, this was Shuddha Samkit, next will be Parmarth Samkit. So that we'll understand in the next session. So let's sing this verse.
मति दर्शन आग्रह तजी वर्ते सद्गुरु लक्ष्य लहे शुद्ध समकीत ते जेमा भेद न पक्ष.
So Mat Darshan, I think 4th or 5th time it is coming, right? From verse 9, Seve Sadguru Tyagi Dai Nija Paksh. Then 17, Swachanda Mat Agrahat. So then again, Chori Mat Darshantano Agrahatim Vikal. One more time. Are you realizing it's so important for Param Kripa Uday? Till you don't have an open mind, no discovery can be made. You can't go on an adventure with a closed mind. So how beautiful it is stated here. Mata darshan, so your opinions and your beliefs, your prejudices, your ideologies, your philosophy, you understood, right? Anything which you are holding on to. Agraha taji, give up that insistence. I'm not saying give up the opinion, but at least give up the insistence of your opinions. So beautifully put. And then do what? Varte Sadguru Laksh, and follow the guidance of a true Guru. Varte, follow Sadguru Laksh, guidance of the Sadguru. What will happen? Lahe, he will attain. What? Shuddha Samkit, pure belief, but experiential faith. Faith not dependent on someone, faith on your experience, from your experience. Jema, bhed na paksh. Jema, bhed nathi, ane paksh nathi. Now what is this bhed and paksh? There are no differences or divisions in this. I'll need to explain this later. There is no differences, there is no disputes. One who follows the Sadguru, Lakshya, will attain Shuddha Samkit, meaning glimpse of that pure consciousness, that experience. Ema koi difference nathi, koi dispute nathi, koi divisions nathi. I'll explain that later. So, one who follows the path as directed by a true Guru, giving up insistence regarding his opinions and beliefs. First line over. As a result, he experiences pure self and attains experiential faith. So beautifully put. Just see, this is not even Vivechan, explanation nathi. Short meaning means directly first line, second line. I have just put it in bullet points, so it's easy to grasp. And all this was fit in just few words. And now how much ever time, say maximum 40 minutes if I speak on this, everything in just few words. So beautiful. So as a result, what is going to happen? He will experience the pure self, and that belief will be called experiential belief or experiential faith. Now what is this Jema Bhedana Paksh? I understood the first half, the second half, the third thing. But Jema, in this, there is no Bhed and no Paksh. What is it? Third point. Irrespective of any religion, sect, caste, method, means through which this Shuddha Samkit is attained, whatever, you must be believing in Krishna, or you must be, this person must be your guru, or you must be following this Shastra, whatever, any community, any religious order, any creed, any religion, irrespective of all that, through which this Shuddha Samkit is attained, the experience of the true nature of the self is the same for all aspirants, without any differences or divisions in it, or without any differentiation or distinction or dispute in it. Ama koi, શું કહેવાય, એમાં શો સંદેહ type છે કે આમાં તમારે there is no ભેદ, there is no paksh. વ્યવહાર સંકેતમાં બી I have attained વ્યવહાર સંકેત because of unwavering faith in Param Kripalu Dev. You might be for Christ, you might be for Krishna, anything. So in Vyavhar Samkit also, the reason for that Samkit can be many things. It can be different type of rituals, anything. But when one attains Shuddha Samkit, and that experience, irrespective of any religion, sect, caste, method, means, that experience is identical to all the spiritual aspirants. એમાં કોઈ ભેદ નથી, એમાં કોઈ પક્ષ નથી. If I have gone the Vedanta way, and if I've experienced myself, you have gone the Jaina way, and if you have experienced you have been following the Bhakti Marg, and I might be following the Dhyan Marg, but when we both experience this pure self, it is same. There is no bhed, no paksh, no differentiation, no division, no differences, no dispute in that. So beautiful. Kevu universal lage che, right? Spirituality is so universal. Religion is, if you go on the literal meaning, and religion, and it's beautiful, but it has become just a list of unbending rules, regulations, instructions, culture, disciplines, which sometimes even makes you inhuman. I'm repeating this the third time. Not only narrow-minded, not only confined, but it's sometimes you become so inhuman in your behavior also. Clinging to the instructions and rules and not focusing on the essence. You understand? So, should I begin? You have to help me out because I have limited time and I want to reach till we get the glimpse of the pure self. Because that's Shuddha Samkit. It's not just believing in some Shastra or some Sadguru. It is a first-hand experience. And then you need to know what is the difference between this Shuddha Samkit and that Parmat Samkit which is going to come tomorrow. That also you need to know, but that I'll tell you tomorrow only. Fine? See, so worldly soul, they have been living with some philosophy, some belief. Any soul if you see, especially India ni baat karu, Indian soil means like ketla crore che? 150 crores? 30. So India 130 crores. So lagbhag 100 crores jetla to koi na koi belief ma hase chhe. Very few Nastics here. Right? So worldly soul has been living with some belief, some philosophy, some opinion, right? Either, two things I'm saying, either inherited or gained from a wrong guru. Either it is inherited, your parents told you, you saw your grandfather, your grandparents doing it, and they said, "Ki aam karwanu, aam nahi karwanu," and you loved them, you respected them, so you absorbed it. Then you started questioning, but because you didn't want to displease them, you carried on. लोग विरुद्ध चाहो, अब क्या माँ बाप ने दुखी करे ना करता करो, समझ न पड़ती, मानता नहीं। एक व्यक्ति હતો એમ કે મેં બટેટા છોડી દીધા છે, એટલે બીજા એના when he went to his office બધા હસવા લાગ્યા કે now you don't have potatoes. So કે see, I can't see those million germs, organisms, whatever you say, I can't see that Anant, don't forget millions also I can't see. And to tell you the truth, I don't even believe. But my mom would love if I don't eat potatoes, and I love my mom very much. So I don't want to displease. So I would say good as respect for parents and bad for spirituality. But at least you have to have respect also. So either you have inherited family or you have gained. See, my reaction jo, avu kai pucha se ke what are the two ways of, setting the wrong beliefs in you, or, beliefs, not say wrong right now, beliefs. So either you have inherited, ekdam aam pakadwani jarur nathi. Aam. Suddenly your father was not there and he is there, evite nahi. Aam, inherited. Or you gained it from a wrong guru. You came across, you suddenly went to some pravachan and you've been going to the pravachans and that person is a Sadguru, but very, very logical in his exposition and all, and you just pick up. So either gained from a wrong guru or inherited. And then you form concepts regarding the path of religion. Again, two things: path of religion and the nature of the enlightened souls. Two things. Ana concepts bow hindrance. Two things. One, the path of liberation. So, which attire? How should this how should this ritual be done? When should it be done? What is it? What are the instruments you need for that ritual? Regarding the path of liberation, you start forming concepts. તમે પેટ આમ કરો પ્રાણાયામમાં, અમે તો આમ કરીએ, અને all this, you have inherited or you have gained. Or regarding the state of the enlightened souls, the nature or the state. A gnani છે તો he should talk like this, he should not talk like this. See, who is making this concept? Omniscient soul or an ignorant soul? And for whom? Enlightened soul. If you are omniscient, fine. Tame banao. But you can't be an idiot and do this, right? But you want to make concepts for how he should walk, how he should talk, how should he eat, and how much should he smile. આટલી સ્માઇલ કરે તો કે જો કેવા પ્રસન્ન છે, જરાક આટલું કે હા એમને બહુ અટેચમેન્ટ લાગે ચાઇનીઝ. અરે આટલું એક ડિગ્રી વધી ગઈ તેમાં અટેચમેન્ટ. But we have concepts. You should not walk fast. You should walk as if pregnant. Walk एकदम शांत, गंभीर, शांत. So how he should walk, how he should talk, how should he think, how should he decide, how should he eat, how he should smile. You start making concepts regarding the enlightened soul or regarding the path of liberation. And they are not likely to be true always. It can be true also, but not necessary, because this is not gained from a Sadguru. This understanding is not from a Sadguru. It's either inherited or gained from an Asadguru. So, likely to be wrong. But due to ignorance, you stick to it. You stick to those traditional beliefs. Just imagine, without understanding, if you are born in a Sthanakwasi family, you would just not want to offer flowers. Happiness to kai male nahi, elevation to kai male nahi. In fact, you would feel, what have I done? What sin have I committed? And if you are from the Deravasi family, हम पालिताना जाओ तो कि जेटला गुलाब हो बद्धा आपी दो दादा ना दरबार में, दादा ने चढ़ाव. दादा मीन्स आदिनाथ दादा. पाछा तो अभय भाई ना समझी ले पाछा. दादा एटले आदेश्वर भगवान. हाँ, आदिनाथ भगवान ने बद्धा फूल चढ़ाव, बद्धा जीवो एमना शरणे जाओ. Now see the belief કેટલી ઓપોઝિટ છે. એક જ પેકેજમાં છે જૈનિઝમ, એક જ પેકેજમાં છે. ચલો, વોટ એવર યોર સેક્ટ, આનો જીવ ધૂપ દીપ કરવાનું મન જ ન થાય આને, કે આટલી હિંસા કેમ કરવાની. આને થાય કે નવી નવી પરેશાની કઈ હતી પેલી અગરબત્તી, ઉડ. આમ ઉડની લગાવીએ આમ અગરબત્તી, એની સાથે ભાવો બદલાઈ જાય. તો આ બિચારો એ જ શોધ્યા કરે કે કઈ બેસ્ટ અગરબત્તીથી હું ભગવાનની ધૂપ પૂજા કરું, ક્યાંનો ધૂપ લાવ. તો આને જુદા જુદા ધૂપ સૂજે. આને એમ થાય કે શું કામ કરવાનું, ભગવાનની ભક્તિ કરું તો તું. જસ્ટ સી યોર ટ્રેડિશનલ બિલીફ્સ હેવ ગોન સો ડીપ. આ કેટલા વર્ષની બિલીફ છે તમારી? તો ઇફ યુ આર 50 years old, તો મેક્સિમમ 45. એમ સમજે, 5 વર્ષથી પછી બધું સમજના થઈએ આપણે. So, if you are 70, to 65 years old. If you are 30 years, to 25 years old. But see the clinging, sticking, because of ignorance, because of not going deep into the meaning. And insisting, if I am going to do this way, I wanted the whole world to do this way. You are understanding? So, this insistence is the main obstruction, hurdle, hindrance in the spiritual pursuit. Not exactly your belief, but the insistence of your belief is the hurdle. I am not telling you to, change from Sthanakwasi to Deravasi or Deravasi to Sthanakwasi. But this insistence of yours is going to create hurdles, obstacles, hindrance. Correct? It will keep you away from the truth and create hurdles in your path. So, one therefore needs to give up his insistence on his opinions and beliefs, and resort to the right guru in order to learn the truths. Common sense. હવે કોમન સેન્સ લાગે છે, પહેલા તો આવડતું નહોતું આ ગાથા. અને તો કોમન સેન્સ છે. You need to give up your insistence of your opinions and beliefs and resort to a right guru to learn the supreme truth. You understand? See, the guru is so compassionate. The guru is warning the disciple of the problems associated to the journey, or say on the journey. You know, it is very nice in the start. Then you will realize all your concepts are coming in the way, which are creating likes, dislikes, attachment, aversion, or swachand somewhere. So Guru is already warning before. Aji Shuddha Samkit api do ne. Nahi. Pehla chhod. Mad darshan agra taji. Give up. Follow wholeheartedly. Then you are going to get the experience of the pure self. So Guru is warning. In fact, Guru is insisting that your mind must be freed of conditioned beliefs, preconceived notions, prejudices, bias. Your mind should be freed from conditioned beliefs, preconceived notions, prejudices, bias. આ બધાથી મનને ફ્રી કરવું જ પડશે. Unless the mind is open to ideas and prepared for adventure, again, no discovery can be made. You want to discover the pure self, no discovery can. A parachute and a mind, both has to be open. Close હોય તો કાંઈ કામનું નથી. મારી પાસે 3 છે અને ભૂસકો મારું, શું થાય? 3 પેરાશૂટ એક બાજુ અને 20-25 હાડકા આ બાજુ. No, it's beneficial only if it's open, the parachute and the mind. So Guru is already, because he knows કે થોડા ટાઈમ પછી એવો માર્ગ આવવાનો છે which you have never traveled. You have done puja, you have done samayik pratikaman, but in your inner quest, હવે જે માર્ગ છે, you have never searched within. So you will have to be open, surrender to the true Guru. If the Guru કઈ કહેશે and you'll say કે પણ એવું હોય કે ન પણ હોય, so કેવી રીતે ચાલશે? You don't know that path. The Guru knows that path. If the Guru is saying a sharp turn is going to come and still you want to drive fast and the left turn લેવાનો હોય, પછી શું થાય? So Guru says, I can see the path and I have traveled the path, I have experienced it. So I'm warning you. See, it's like a romantic story again, right? A very, very caring Guru and a very, very worthy disciple. And how beautifully everything is getting unfolded. So, clinging to one's own idea, just because it is your idea, you are clinging to it. Because you feel your idea is the only idea in the world. The work should be done like Bhavin Kumar, like my idea. Finish. There are ideas and you are a part of the ideas. Am I very dramatic? Little? True. What I said is true. Oh, okay. So there are bundle of ideas and you know only one idea. Fine. Little knowledge is fine. It has to be right knowledge. If you have only one idea, is fine. You should know that it is one of the many ideas, and that's it. And if you feel that is the idea, the only idea, you will start clinging to it. Then insistence, and then hinsa, violence. Then you would be ready to even hurt others' feelings, of course. This insistence only is violence. If you insist, so clinging to my idea leads to rigidity, and rigidity stems the growth of the soul. Clinging to my idea, rigidity stems the growth, and he wants to grow. He wants liberation. Mat darshan agrah taji varte Sadguru laksh, as the Sadguru directs him. So beautifully said. So here our disciple is a true seeker. The disciple over here is a true seeker. So he is realizing this. I must give up the opinions and beliefs which were held by me in the past. જે પાસ્ટના બધા કોન્સેપ્ટ્સ અહીંયા ભર્યા છે, opinions and beliefs, either inherited or gained by a wrong guru, I must give up and accept and follow. खाली accept नहीं है, वर्ते, follow. So first accept, understand and accept, and then follow my Guru's guidance. Varte Sadguru Laksh. So I didn't want to bring all that dharma phal and dharma prem here. Actually, this is the right time to explain. But it is not the only meaning. So I spoke of it in the beginning. Yeah. But Varte Sadguru Laksh. Today I want to do Iambil. And it's customary, you have to go and take Guru's Agna. Okay, may I do Iambil? Don't think you are a very great person, that because you got bhava of Iambil. And even if you do holy, still you don't become so great. So you have to take permission. And you take permission, you have come for permission, and Guru says, no, you don't have to do that. Today you have to do seva. Or you have to do Swadhyay. But you don't have to do Iambil tap. Okay, no, but I'm ready, prepared. No tea, no coffee in the morning. I'm prepared. Now you decide. You want to hold on to that opinion that doing Iambil will give me moksha. This is your concept. You have to get rid of your flaws, and the Guru knows the best way. So you have to decide. Varatu છે સદગુરુ લક્ષે કે પછી આવું છે શાસ્ત્રમાં કે ઓલી હોય તો Iambil કરવી જોઈએ. Then you go to the Shastra, don't eat my head. If the Shastras could do your Kalyan, then why did you come to me? And now coming to me, you want to quote the Shastras. So hasn't the Shastra said ke follow Guru's Agna? So you are like cherry picking છે, જે આપને ગમે એટલું જ લેવાનું. So it is all adding to praye bamno tha. You are just multiplying. Not only doubling, multiplying your swachan by behaving this way. So what is the upay? Pratyak Sadguru Yokti swachan te rokai. And same thing here, Varte Sadguru Laksh is so clear. Whether it is Upodghat or it is path of liberation, same thing is going to come out. If you find it a repetition, fine. But this is the path. I can't say something different just to speak something different. I can use different words, different examples, different logic, but the path remains same. I can break it into stages maybe for you, but the path remains same. So Varte Sadguru Laksh. So now Sadguru gives him directions, guidance, advices. suggestions. Suggestions is not the right word, but I must say that. For some guru will only say, I suggest you do this. You should start crying. Because it's the worst insult a guru can do to you. You have to command, not suggest. There is lack of devotion in me that you have to suggest. So suggest bolo, instruct bolo, guide bolo, guidance bolo, command bolo, agna bolo. It depends on how much bhakti you have. Okay. Then what do we do? So in the last verse, the more focus was on introspection. Of course, we did say contemplation also. But more was because it was self-purification phase. So more stress was on introspection. But in this verse, more focus is on contemplation and meditation. Last verse, introspection and contemplation. This verse, contemplation, meditation. Suvicharna, dhyan. Suvicharna, dhyan. Vichar, dhyan. Aushad, vichar, dhyan. Vichar, dhyan. Vichar, dhyan. Vichar, dhyan. They are not two things. You slip into dhyan. From vichar, bhavna, karta. Suddenly, you feel the thoughts are diminishing. They are just floating on the superficial levels of your entity. Nothing to do with you. Clouds above you. And this is my true nature. So beautifully, while contemplating, you get engrossed in contemplation and you get absorbed in meditation. Quizmat hai yaar. Engrossed in contemplation in such a way that you get absorbed in meditation. Are you understanding the flow of the whole path? It's not that now I'm tired of bhakti, so now let me do dhyan. It's not that way. If your mind is yet running, then you need more of contemplation. If your mind is quite steady now, you can slip into meditation. It's that way. It's not your choice. It depends on your state of mind. If it is yet with dirty thoughts and violent thoughts and toxic thoughts, you need more of contemplation. Don't sit in meditation. You will plant an evil thing. You will plant the wickedness. You should not meditate. You should do a lot of swadhyaya and make notes. That will keep you steady. And once you feel you are engrossed, then you start getting absorbed. I think I've said everything on contemplation and meditation. Suvicharna karta bhavna. And bhavna karta, everything just stops. The world stops. The noise of the vehicle stops. The noise of the fan or AC stops. The whole world is muted. Slowly you feel your thoughts are also like subtle thoughts. Hoya ji. You are not thinking, but the thoughts are just floating. And then suddenly you don't even see that. It's pure sky. So you need to get absorbed. That is the beauty of meditation. Not pelo am karine beso. What? Atlo bodo time lage dagra sarka karwa mat. This only shows that a kid is going to school without his willingness. If you take 5 minutes to settle down in meditation, you have to just slip into meditation. Whether the asana is done and asana tame betha cho kevite, you just feel your mind is absorbed into meditation. So we do need to practice. I'm not against practicing meditation, but this is why don't you enjoy meditation so much? Because you don't get absorbed. So amna chance se jetlu tha etlu kari le. Okay. So he gets absorbed in deep meditation, deeper. At some supremely blessed moment, he feels steadfast in himself, and thoughts those few thoughts, and that too few auspicious thoughts which he was getting, that also dissolve. Nothing. He reaches the no mind state. No mind, no thoughts. Everything is muted, still. Absorbed. Time ક્યાં જાય ખબર નથી. કેવું પોસ્ચર છે એ ખબર નથી. 1 કલાક થયા કે 4 કલાક ધ્યાનમાં થયા. He is not even worried કે આટલો તો મારો નિયમ છે પૂરો થવો જોઈએ. 9:45 થયા તો છું. I can just end here. Shuddha Samket. And what happens when he reaches that no mind state? Means beyond mind. He experiences the pure consciousness. He gets glimpses of that pure consciousness. That experience is momentary. In Shuddha Samket, the experience of the self is just like a glimpse, flash, momentary. Splash, flash to kidhu mein, splash of experience, but it is momentary. Though it is momentary, the nectar-like taste can never be forgotten. The taste can never be forgotten. Coffee તો તમે હિબ્રુમાં 1 દિવસ પીધી હોય, પણ એટલી સરસ કંઈક શું બનાવતો તો માનો વિયેટનામ is what was you making? વિયેટનામ, yeah. So before the lockdown I was supposed to go to Vietnam. આખો પ્રોગ્રામ રેડી હતો ફેબ્રુઆરીમાં, and still here. The day I had to fly to Hanoi હતું ને first. The day I had to fly to Hanoi, એના બદલે I flew to Dharampur, yet flying. So, પછી તો બંધ જ થઈ ગયું ને કાંઈ. It was a momentary experience only. સારો ટેસ્ટ ભૂલાતો નથી. એવી મસ્ત હતી કન્ડેન્સ મિલ્ક, જે નાખીને આપ્યું તો આપણે એમ લાગે કે આમાં દૂધના દરિયામાં છે આપણે એકદમ. That taste cannot be forgotten, though you had it only once. And that too, બાજુવાળાએ લીધેલી ને 1 સીપ આપણે પી લીધેલી. એટલું જ. So this experience of that pure consciousness is like a glimpse. The experience is momentary, but the swad, the taste of that nectar-like experience can never be forgotten. You are transformed. Your vision is transformed. Totally. Permanence જોઈ લીધું તમે. હવે તો temporary લાગવાનું, transient લાગવાનું. And you are not going to get fussed out in it. Because you have tasted that permanence. How beautifully you are engrossed in contemplation on the teachings of the Sadguru, obviously. You get absorbed in meditation, deeper and longer. And one blessed moment, light થઈ જાય. અને લાઇટમાં બધું મને ખબર પડી જાય કે આ પ્લાઝા છે, આ છે. પછી ભલે બ્લેકઆઉટ થાય, but I can easily now move. હવે લાઇટ બી નથી. That no mind state is no more after some time. But now I know exactly કે આટલું લાંબુ છે પ્લાઝા, વચમાં એક ઓપનિંગ છે, એમાં ઉપર 3 એક દાદરા છે, સ્ટેરકેસ છે. So now even if it's dark, it's always light for you. Because you have seen it. Just imagine. સમજો રૂમની આગળ કંઈ પડદો હોય અને પડદો જરાક હવાના કારણે હલ્યો ને તમે આમ જોતા જો ને અહીંયા ટેરેસ પરથી, તમે આમ જોતા જો અને તમને આખી રૂમ દેખાઈ ગઈ. હવે પાછી હવા બંધ થઈ ગઈ, હવે પાછો પડદો પડી ગયો, કર્ટન્સ જ છે, પણ યુ એક્ઝેક્ટલી નો ધ હોલ થિંગ. હવે તમારી રૂમમાં બેઠા, અચ્છા બાપા જમતા હશે તો અહીંયા બેઠા હશે, અચ્છા બાપા કંઈક લખતા હશે તો અહીંયા બેઠા હશે. તમે જોતા બી નથી અને જુઓ છો. એક જ ગ્લિમ્સમાં તો યુ આર ટોટલી ટ્રાન્સફોર્મ. એવું કેવી રીતે બને? એક જ મોમેન્ટમાં થાય. તો પેલું પ્લગ કાઢજે, સ્વિચ ઓન રાખજે સોકેટમાં અને આંગળી નાખજે અને પછી 1 મિનિટમાં શું ટ્રાન્સફોર્મેશન થાય તે જોજે. શું થાય? વાહ! મત દર્શન આગ્રહતજી વર્તે સદગુરુ લક્ષ follows as directed by him. Lahe attains Shuddha Samkit. It's basically Nishchay Samkit, meaning faith from self-experience, first-hand experience. Though momentary, I would not say temporary, though momentary, though just a glimpse, means next time he sits for meditation, he might not attain that state. It is not his choice. He will try again and again, but not necessary. પછી કોઈ વાર 6 મહિના 5 મહિના પછી થાય. Possible. 5 મહિના પછી થાય. It's not his choice, and that is the choice in next Samkit. 111. Everything is in his control. Whenever he wants to be Nirvikalp, he can. So that's the difference between, this is a Samkit of a very high grade disciple. And the next Samkit is the state of a Guru. Gnani rather. So both have experience of the self. પણ આ મહેનત કરી કરીને એક વખત થઈ ગયું, પછી કોઈ થતું બી નથી. But he knows the difference between the soul and the body experientially. So he will be considered, the 110 Samkitwala will be considered supreme disciple. But 111 makes you so steadfast in it that you are Gnani Dasha. આમાં બી જ્ઞાન છે, આત્મજ્ઞાન છે જ, પણ આ અને આમાં શું ફરક છે? we'll get to know tomorrow. And you will be, આમ આખું પિક્ચર તમારી આંખ સામે થશે. તમે તમારું ડ્રીમ સ્ટાર્ટ કરી શકશો. It's beautiful. So Lahe Shuddha Samkit, though a glimpse, though a momentary experience, but it changes everything. Your vision is totally transformed, and you can never forget its taste. And the last part, 5 minutes I have, 5 minutes. Jema Bhedana Paksh. Very nice. No matter in which religion or sect or faith, no matter in which place or time, if you have attained this experience in America or Dharampur, 2000 years ago or right now, no matter which religion, through which religion, no matter in which place and time, doesn't even matter through which Sadguru, in which Sadguru's Sharan. It doesn't matter. Once you have attained Shuddha Samkit, once you have attained the experience of the self, there are no differences in it. Whichever community, whichever creed, meaning a set of beliefs, or whichever religious order you may be of. But if you have attained this experience of the true self, it is the same. No bhed, no paksh. This is one meaning, but I want you to pick up this meaning. There is another meaning. એક લાઈનમાં કેવું હોય તો કહી દઉં, પણ you don't need to say that it બે meanings છે, because અનંત અનંત meanings છે actually તો. આ અનંત અનંત ભાવ ભેદથી ભરેલી વાણી. I want you to pick up this meaning. જેમાં no paksh and nothing, no bhed. It can also mean that from 4th Gunsthanak to 12th Gunsthanak, you may be on any Gunsthanak, but the experience of the pure self is same. There is no bhed in it. And there is no paksh of Nishchaynay or Vyavarnay in it. I don't want you to take this meaning. I want you to take this meaning. Whichever religion, whichever Sadguru, whichever discipline, whichever time or place, irrespective of it, all the aspirants who have attained Shuddha Samkit are identical. Identical, same. Similar बोला है, similar ना बोला है, same आज बोला है, same. Not even similar. Vyavhar Samkit can be similar, but Nischay Samkit or your Shuddha Samkit is same. Nima, na bhed, na paksh. Nothing. It is beyond all theoretical differences. જુદી જુદી થિયરીમાંથી આવ્યા હોય, પણ રાગ દ્વેષ ઓછા થઈ ગયા, તમારો ઉપયોગ શાંત થઈ ગયો, યુ લેટ ઇન. Who cares? You understand? It is beyond, this experience is beyond all theoretical differences. कोई भेद नहीं, कोई पक्ष नहीं. लहे शुद्ध समकीर्तन गाइए.
मत दर्शन आग्रह तजी वर्ते सद्गुरु लक्ष्य, लहे शुद्ध समकीर्तते जे मां भेद न पा.